I welcome you all with my love and respect. Few words on the subject healing and meditation. You must have heard from many sources and from many persons. That is the greatest gift India has given to the humanity. Every country has contributed to the humanity in some way, something. India's greatest contribution to the human growth or to the humanity is meditation. Technique, methods to grow your consciousness. Technique or method to regenerate your body and mind. Of course, after a long research and after a research which involved thousands and thousands of people's life, just like a science, the inner science, the meditation is also developed. When I say the word inner science, I mean it. In the outer world, science can prove anything of their statements. Whatever they say, they can bring and prove, they can give a proof in facts and figures, in the form of words or in the form of figures. The same way, whatever the mystics or the rishis say about the inner world, even those things can be brought in a very clear fact and figures, which can transform your life, which can be the tool to create bliss or ecstasy in your being. The method, when the right technique is achieved, you will see just like a science. In the field of chemistry, they say A plus B equal to C. How they are able to prove it? The same way, with the right method, in your being also, bliss can be created, the intelligence can be created, health can be created without any outer support. Without any outer support. That is what the techniques are, the methods to create the bliss, to create the knowledge, to create the health in your being is what we call as a meditation. In the East, thousands and thousands of years they have spent their life in finding the truths of the inner world, the truths which can give you the knowledge about everything, not only about your world, about your outer world, the knowledge which can enlighten you about the ways and means in which your mind works, your body works, about the ways and means in which you can reach your own inner divinity. When I say the word inner divinity, I don't mean it as a hypothesis or abstract language. The love which can be radiated in your day-to-day life is what I call inner divinity. For the people who lived through the logic, for the people who lived and thought only in the plane of logic, it's very difficult to conceive the concept of inner divinity. I'll try to use few explanations about our body and mind, then we may be able to catch the glimpse of what I mean by the word inner divinity. Mystics always say, not only in the East, even the mystics from the West, they always say, we don't express, we don't use all our energies. Even Einstein used only 13% of his potentiality. We have so much inside our system, inside our being, but in the life, hardly 10 to 20% we express, 10 to 20% we use. That is what they call, we have 5 layers of body. Only 1 layer of body is being used by us. All the other 4 layers are not at all touched. At the most, second layer, a little bit is touched. But most of the other layers are not only, they are not touched, they are not. When you don't use your energies, not only you are not using them, they become cancer in your system. Whenever anything doesn't flow, whenever anything has not become accepted, whenever anything has not become part of your being, your system, it becomes a cancer. If it becomes energy, you get the positive effect of it. If it is not used, it becomes a heavy weight on you. It becomes a solid weight on you. It's like a one soldier, if he escapes from the opposite army and comes to your side, not only they lose one, you gain one. So the effect is 2. Same way, if you get the energy, explore the energy from the other body systems, from other 4 layers, not only you get the energy, that side the negativity will be reduced. The first layer is called physical body, which you use it now, which you have now. The second layer is called pranic body, the breathing activity and the air circulation inside your body. All these things are controlled by the pranic body. The third layer is mental body. Your inner chattering, your inner verbalization is controlled by the mental body. The fourth layer is called causal body. Your dream, your subconscious is controlled by the causal body. The fifth layer is called the body of bliss, bliss layer. In this layer only you sleep. Your deep sleep is controlled by this bliss layer. Normal science, even the psychology, has touched only till the second layer. They couldn't penetrate more than that. Even Sigmund Freud, after his long research, at the end he declares, man as such cannot be healed. Man as such cannot be happy. Man as such has to live only with the pain and the miseries. Of course, Sigmund Freud did not have the opportunity to meet an enlightened person or a man who has meditated, he worked only with the patients. He worked only with the persons who never meditated. But really, if you have explored your inner being, if you have expressed your inner energy, you will be able to understand man can reach the well-being. Man can have the beautiful life. Man can have the blissful life. Not only it is just a word, it can just become every minute, every second experience. When we have not explored our inner energy, only then we feel the life is dull, our life is boring, our life is just being pulled. Once you know the methods or the techniques to open your inner layers, to express the inner energy, then you will see the life is something more than what we live. It is much, much, much more than what we perceive. That is what they call in the East. What you see with the senses is not even 1%. Again, this idea is supported by many psychologists. They say, whatever you see around the world, whatever you see with your senses, you observe, you see only 2% of what is happening. If 100 things are happening around you, you perceive or you observe, you take only 2% of the things in. More than 98 are just left without even being touched. Why? Because your energy, you have only sufficient energy to touch 2%. If your senses or if your energy is more, then you will be able to see things more. That is why whenever you are fresh, you are alive, you are vibrant, things look more greenery. Trees look more green, rose looks more rosy. Whenever you are alive, you are energetic, you feel world is also alive, world is also energetic. Whenever you feel you are dull, the world is also resonates the same feeling. It is with your energy you see the whole universe. Once some way the inner transformation or expression of your inner energy starts happening, you will see a new world. You will see a new consciousness in the outer world also. The message, the few words which I want to share with you is search for the method, search for the technique which can open your inner layers, which can touch your inner layers. The method is what I call meditation. When you touch your inner layers, when you touch your inner energy, thing which happens to you is what I call enlightenment. This enlightenment not only makes you more healthy, it can make you beyond the body. It can make you reach the layers of beyond body. It can make you reach the layers beyond mind. It can give you the tremendous bliss without the support of any outer object, without the support of any worldly object. These are the few ideas which I wanted to present in front of you.